I just want to know, are you paying for this out of pocket or do you have funding?
So initially, yes. To begin, I had
that's
to
so
pay
sweet.
out of pocket. I was really bleeding.
Yeah.
No pun.
I didn't want to be the one who said it.
But yeah, my pocket.
That's the beginning of the episode. Zuu is in the middle today.
Oh
I
my
didn't get
God.
the white tea memo.
Oh, Phil.
Yeah, that's all we
Phil. Anyway, welcome back to Stay by Plan, the best podcast in the world. Before we get into today's conversation, very important conversation, just remember and know that on the 16th of March, Saturday the 16th of March, from 4 p.m. at Xenia Event Center in Cantonments. I hope you're noting the days down.
Yeah.
Yes, we have 505, Stay by Plan live show. I want you to see you there with your mother, your father, your brothers and sisters, and if you have children, bring them too, because there's stuff for children.
Yeah.
We're going to have a very interesting discussion with all our guests and speakers. There'll be vendors. It's just an amazing time. DJs, a few days, like, if he's there, why are you not coming? Like, come on, guys. So yeah, the date again is 16th, Saturday 16th March,
And
Xenia Event Center, 4 p.m.
get your tickets via the link in the bio or in the description box below.
Yeah, exactly what she said.
Yeah.
So,
I have a shout out before we start.
oh yeah, please.
So
Hey, I never give those shout outs. Yeah,
I
you
do
go.
have it now.
I
Okay.
think so, yeah.
So I was passing through immigration and I was wearing like this a Stay by Plan hoodie, like with the
Right.
logo here. If you guys want merch, we have merch on the website, by the way.
Hey,
And then
high
the-
tech.
And then the lady shout out to Anne, the woman who was at immigration, was like, "Hey, you are staying by plan, no?" So I just didn't like dip it. And she looked at me and she's like, "No, I actually watch your podcast and like you guys are doing so amazing, right?"
That's so cool.
Very cool, right? And I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe like you watch the podcast." And she's like, she's been following us for a minute. And so yeah, Anne, thank you so much for listening to Stay by Plan. We love you. And I hope to see you at immigration the next time I travel.
Right?
It's
So
far
yeah,
away.
I have some names that I've been writing since December because you've been off for a while.
Mm-hmm.
There's only like 4 names. I thought it
Who
was
writes a register?
I
of
thought it
people
was
you
longer.
see,
because I always forget. So Charlie. Anyway, I went to Afro Park. It was an event during December. I met this guy, Fifi. He said he wants to start a podcast, and I said he should start. So I hope you have started. Thank you. Next, I went to Zen Garden, and I met Nana. Shout out to you. He said he listens to us while he's working, and we keep him awake.
Aww.
So that's nice. So yeah, thank you for listening. Keep listening. I hope you hear
That
this
means
too.
when he's in the office, he wants to sleep.
No, I think like he works from home
Right.
in the evening. Yeah, so he listens to us.
Okay.
That's how I understood it. And then I went to Kolebu Dental Clinic. Dr. Hajara and Dr. Octave. Shout out, you took good care of me. And they said they listened to the.
Right?
I went to
Do
get
tell.
a tooth extraction.
Oh, I
Pulled
love
on my
that.
tooth.
You've done yours already.
Yeah, I have to do the second one.
Me, I can't really. The teeth in my mouth are not even enough. I'm actually serious. I'm not even joking.
I'm dying.
joking.
But yeah, so they pulled my teeth out. I mean, not them, but like they were part of the process. So yeah, thank you for the care. And then Akushika, who's a filmmaker, I met her, and she said she's a silent listener and follower of the podcast. So yeah, shout out to you. I think I have more, but it's enough. Next time.
Hey, you've really come on top with this your registry.
Yeah, Charlie, I have to space it out a little bit. So yes, to why we are here today,
Yeah.
we have in our midst,
In our midst,
our presence,
in our presence,
an old friend.
a new friend too.
Yeah.
To the people watching.
Oh,
the
sorry.
podcast.
Yeah. New friend for the podcast
For
people.
the viewers,
Yeah.
exactly.
So I feel like Afi should introduce her because you are the one who is
As well.
her body.
Everybody, okay.
Yeah.
So we have the one and only Khadija, Sharifa,
Woo!
Ibrahim. Should I say your full name?
Oh, that's my first name.
Okay,
Okay, let's review all my
Yeah,
my
so
whole.
Khadija is here. And fun fact, like we were roommates in school, and we had like a lot of fun.
The way you're saying is like it was a long time ago. How long ago was it?
It's been a while.
What's your problem? Zuu has been identified as a Gen Z. Now, because of you, people think our live show is for only Gen Zs.
No, it's not because of me.
Only Gen Z.
I'm not. That's how people see me. Me, I'm just living my life. But
Yes, it's been a while back.
Afi has been in town.
Yes, a while back.
Mm.
Yes, we are quite Road.
We are growing.
So yeah, you guys have grown up, gone your separate ways, living life.
Yeah.
And you have come back to unite on this podcast.
Yeah, right?
And tomorrow, if we release this when we're supposed to release this, tomorrow is International Women's Day.
Yeah.
Yes. And so she's here to talk about stuff relating to women.
That both men and women should know about.
Yes. As you can see on her top, if you can't see it, look well.
Hey, Zuu, they said put your phone on silent. Ellis.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even money to. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
They said droplets. The logo is a droplet, and beneath it, they've written Khadijas Foundation because she cares.
She does care
Yes.
about what?
Women and girls and the environment.
The environment. Okay. So please tell us what's Khadijas Foundation?
And
What's
who
that?
are you? Like, and what does she do?
Who are you? Like, why are you
Oh,
here?
my basic person.
They're not basic.
Called Khadija.
They're not basic. Look at her. Just look at her face. This is not a basic
This is
woman.
a basic face.
Very, very basic person. But yeah, I'm Khadija.
Mhm.
I founded this foundation, I think almost a year ago, about 10 months ago. By day, I mean, my day job, I do market research, bit of data analytics. But yeah.
Ooh, women in STEM and women in tech.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
And yeah, this is what I do. I wouldn't really say on the side, but you know, I do it as well.
Yeah.
A foundation, Khadijas Foundation.
Okay. And what's that? What do you care about?
What does she care
I care
about?
about women and I care about girls, specifically their menstrual hygiene,
Oh.
the kind of products they use when they're on their periods, and just generally how to take care of themselves. And in a way, or should I say, like a side mission, is also to do with the environment because of the waste we contribute, like with our pads and tampons. You know, trying to promote reusable products. Yeah.
Do you think this is a conversation that is also important for men?
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Mostly
I
men
agree.
kind of they try to shy away from
it's true. That's what they
periods,
do.
Like I don't want to hear or
Yeah.
speak about it, but I try to include them as well, like in all the donations. That's what I was saying earlier. Like,
Yeah.
I invite the male teachers, and if you're a male around, like come and listen, don't run away.
Yeah.
Yeah. But are they receptive? Like, are they interested in having those conversations?
Yeah, surprisingly. In the beginning, I wasn't so sure, and they also weren't so sure. Like, okay, let's leave this for them.
And the women should have their
private
your
time.
private talk.
Yeah, have your private talk. That's what you'll see. But by the second donation, I was like, no, you guys should come around, come and listen to what exactly we are trying to, like the message we are trying to convey, the products we are giving to them, come and learn about them. Because they may have wives, sisters, girlfriends, daughters, So there's nothing to be embarrassed about.
So, like, for perspective, guys, me and Khadija are women, and women have
What a shock.
an issue or a situation every month called a menstruation.
There's a situation here.
And as Sharifa is talking, like, I'm just like, okay, what she's saying makes so much sense, because especially in recent times, the price of sanitary pads and tampons is crazy. Like, it's almost like you are being punished for being a woman.
Yeah.
Because I remember the pads used to be like 5 CDs for a pack, and I was
When
like,
I stopped using them, it was 5.
So
Yes.
when was that?
2021.
you know how much it is
Wow.
now?
It was 5. I think it's like
25
something.
CDs.
And that's for the basic
Oh my goodness.
brand, not even
That's the Yars and all the other
Yeah.
ones like made in Ghana, 25 CDs. If you are hitting Cortex, Tampax,
Oh, that
always.
one, you're going fast.
So like at least times 5.
Oh no, not times 5. You don't use 5 packs. A month.
No, I mean the price. Like,
And times 5, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're not just using 1 pack, maybe like 2 packs a month.
all right. Yeah. That's a huge increase.
And mind you, the minimum wage is less than that. It's
Yeah.
like 13 CDs.
Yeah. That's expensive.
Yeah. So basically, we shouldn't eat. We should
Just
use the money.
Yeah, because I've heard definitely that in certain parts of Ghana, like rural areas, some women have to miss school
Yeah.
during their period week. How do you say it? Time of the month? Whatever you
Yeah,
guys.
I mean, on some, I think there was one of my donation drives in Upper West. Some of the girls went to school because they were on their periods.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you're not wearing a pad,
It's very, very real.
Yeah.
It's out.
So they have to stay in the house and like be like in a like have a cloth or something.
Yeah, have a cloth, rag type of thing. They are not able to come to school because that would be a bit messy.
Yeah.
And they are shy.
Of
Because
course.
the boys too are
Ew, oh my
There's a
god.
stigma around
Yeah,
it.
of
So
course.
they stay at home, they miss school. And if you calculate that every single month
Yeah.
that happens, by the end of the school year, they are way behind
Of course.
their male counterparts.
Mm.
Yeah.
So that's like so many effects, not
Yeah.
just the hygiene, but the equality and gender balance, all of that.
Yeah. So how did you transition from like what happened before you were like, okay, these
Let me try this.
let me try this.
So to be frank, I've always hated pads. I've
Yeah.
always felt like very uncomfortable using them. They are hot. They make me feel hot.
Yeah.
And I used to get like just
Rashes.
heat, rashes,
Yeah.
and all of that using it. Imagine wearing a diaper,
That's-
like every day. And unfortunately, the products they bring, or at least they used to bring back then, were not very. It wasn't even full cotton. It wasn't
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
Like they had rubber.
Yeah, like a
and-
rubbery thing.
Yeah, so it was just
Like a gel
the
type
gel
thing.
type thing.
Yeah.
So it makes you feel very, very hot. And you're just sitting in this
So you're
thing.
doing so amazing. We're proud of you.
You're just sitting in this thing for maybe, the whole day. You go
Yeah.
and change and put another one back. So it's like the whole day for 5 to 7 days. You're
Yeah.
wearing this thing. It was super uncomfortable for me
Yeah.
every single time.
Yeah.
So I always wanted to try other things, but I didn't do too much research because I felt like pads, that's what we are used to. So
Yes, sir.
just keep using it. And then sometime in, I think 2021, same year,
Mm.
I decided to try tampons. So I'm
Yeah.
like, if heat and all of that,
Yeah.
let me try something that, maybe I wouldn't suffer from rashes and all of that. So I tried tampons. I did not really, really like tampons because it felt like it was clinging to my skin.
I understand what you mean.
Yeah, when I feel up, I felt like it's because it's cotton. It's made
So
of
do you know what a
cotton, so
tampon
it's
is?
Ah, bro.
Please explain to the other members.
All right, guys.
What are the two products we've
this
spoken
is-
about so far?
This is menstruation 101.
Yes, with
Yeah.
Zoo.
Right.
Tell us.
With Dr. Zoo.
That's me.
Dr.
So
Zeus.
so we spoke about the pad
Yeah.
first,
Mhm.
which is like a pad. You know what I mean? At the house it's flat.
Uh-huh.
And you like stick it
Wings.
with wings.
With
and you
wings.
stick it to your underwear.
Yeah.
And then you wear the underwear.
Uh-huh.
And then it has like a cotton line.
Yeah.
Or maybe levels.
Mm.
If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense to you
Yeah.
guys listening, but levels. So it absorbs the flow, the
Okay.
blood flow.
Yeah.
And then after a while you go and change it and put another on.
Yeah.
That's a pad.
Okay.
Right? Now a tampon, it goes inside the place where the sun doesn't shine.
The
You understand?
vagina.
The vagina. It's true. I can say that. Come on, it's a medical term, and I'm Dr. Zuu,
Dr.
right?
Zoo, yeah.
So it goes inside the vagina,
Mhm.
and it's like a I don't want to call it a tube, but it's in that shape. It's like, a
bullet.
cotton
Yeah.
Bullet.
bullet.
Cotton bullet.
So it goes there, and then again it absorbs
Yeah.
the flow,
Mhm.
and when it absorbs, it like swells.
Yeah.
Then you take it out.
How do you
whenever-
take it out?
It's a thread,
Hey,
a
it's
string.
very well. Oh, wow.
Ah,
Oh,
you know when we started,
Yeah.
yeah. So far, those are the two
I can
products
tell.
we've spoken about.
Yeah.
So I know all this stuff, but I just want you guys to share your experiences.
Okay.
you
Thank
know,
you so
some-
much for
yeah.
giving us the platform.
Oh yeah. Welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Back
But
to you.
Back to your
I
tampon
tried
story.
The tampon
Mm.
and the feeling taking it out. I just felt like it
Somewhere.
was clinging to my skin.
Mm.
I didn't really like the feeling. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I've tried. Let's see what else is there.
Yeah.
And I kept reading. And I don't know if you know this app Flow.
Yeah.
I'm sure you use it. The
I've seen
community
it, I've seen
section.
it.
You know,
Do you know I'm
discussing-
still hang on the first one, PC period calendar. There's some old
I
one.
think I remember. Oh, it's upgrade.
I cannot move to flow.
You can move on. Please move on.
Why is flow better than
PC.
the flow? There is crazy though, because I've seen
It's
it,
just.
and
It's,
it's
I mean, the first
predicting
one,
the stuff.
Is,
Yeah, the interface
the
is much
user,
more
the UI
cleaner.
is like solid,
Mm.
and it's I don't know, it's just easier to use,
It's
and it's not
easier.
just your period. It'll ask you for like symptoms and
Can you log, let's say, days you've had sex and things like
Yeah.
that?
You can log
Yeah.
everything. Your
AK
medication.
So why would you
sex,
do that?
Or if you
Are
take
you
any
my app with me or
medication, if you are bloating, if you are pregnant, like
everything, like everything.
if your period is maybe a few weeks later, start asking,
They'll
are
send
you
you a
pregnant?
notification, please, are you pregnant?
I love it.
Yeah. But it's a pretty cool app. So it has this community section, which is like a
discussion forum.
yeah.
Hey, serious.
It's kind of like your Twitter for women in a way, just talking about
I want to
usually
download
about
the app.
menstrual stuff.
He said he wants to download the app.
I just want to see what it's like.
Usually
Yeah.
about menstrual stuff, or sometimes they can speak about some other
Other things.
things.
But
But
somebody
yeah,
has
mainly-
taken my boyfriend. I just like,
yeah.
guys, it's not that deep.
But mainly that, and I kept seeing menstrual cups. What do you know, people's experiences with this? I'm like, okay, I'll try it.
Yeah.
I'm usually not opposed to trying new things. Like, I'll just try. If it feels fine, I'll just try it. So I ordered one, and by weekly, I got my period. I tried it, and that was like the end. It's
And
like,
you-
I'm
so
not
sweet.
going back.
You're not
to
going back.
that.
That's so wild.
Instantly, like I was
Do you
like,
remember
I wish I had this thing from
early?
Yeah.
Do you remember? I don't know if you remember. I told you sometime that you should get a menstrual cup.
Yeah, so
Do
it's
you
so
remember?
funny. Oh, Zuu. Zuu is such a great
Oh my God! Stop!
friend
I'm
when
shy.
we talk
Don't
about stuff
do
like
that.
this. Yeah, so me and Zuu have actually had this conversation before, and I'm happy that we're having this conversation now. Because Zuu did mention this whole menstrual cup thing, and I was like, yeah, I have been thinking about this. And then I went for like some expo, and then there was like a girl selling
Yeah, you
some.
got one.
So I got one. I sent you a picture that looked like whatever. So then I was excited for my next period to come.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's a disaster. I'm trying to fit this cup. It has entered, then it's leaking. To be honest, I could see how like it would be much more comfortable than tampons and pads, because weirdly enough, the few hours I wore it for, I didn't feel as much cramps,
Yeah, I heard that.
and I didn't feel much.
I typically don't get
have
cramps
cramps,
at
yeah.
all, but
I
I've heard that people
Okay,
who
guys.
have cramps have a much better should I
Flow.
say flow when they wear the cup.
So now Dr. Zuu has to step in again because you're saying menstrual cup. What's that? For the people who don't know, should I explain it or do you want her to explain it? I think you should explain it.
Yeah.
Bring one out.
Wow, fancy pink container, and inside the container there's a bag.
Yeah.
Jai.
So this is what it looks like. It's very soft.
So you really small thing you can't even put.
See, it's so harmless. Like
Yeah.
Guys.
it's so harmless. This is what it looks like. It's made of silicone, 100%
Yeah.
medical grade silicone. So
Right.
it's not some harmful
Can I touch
plastic
it?
or wait.
This is like your sample, right? So people touch
Yeah.
it all the time.
Yeah, it's very.
It's not your
very
personal one.
useful.
I was a
No,
little
usually-
worried.
I usually take a-
Little worried
Has
of
it
it.
Where has it
I
been?
take a sample around when I'm doing a donation so they can feel it, and yeah, and that's what it looks like. So this is a medium size. There's a smaller one
Okay.
which I give to the teenagers. So depending on the age.
Yeah.
This standard size.
Okay.
And this is slightly smaller one for teenagers.
Oh, it has like
Like
a
mls.
level,
Yeah.
15 mil.
I mean, it's not like I even look at it. I just
Do what you have to do.
gauge like when it's time for me to.
So when you put it inside, you want to bring it out. You hold this right. Oh.
Yes. So
So
this
you
to
can-
guide you, but not to just yank it because
It will go all over
try
the
to use
place.
this part. But
Right,
this
right,
will
right.
usually stick out. So
Mhm.
basically, but first, I mean, how to insert.
Yes,
it
yes,
well.
teach
Let's
us.
discuss that.
Do you,
one.
So
do you need?
there are usually three methods.
Zuu wants
At
to
least three
support
methods
you,
I
wants to
know
use it.
of. Yeah. So imagine this is
No, so use your other hand so that
Okay.
the camera comes.
yeah.
No, do it like this.
So one way to fold it is
Like this. Okay. So you
You
pass the back.
no, just do your hand like this.
Like this. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Because it's
No,
more like.
facing this way, like this, so that when she's putting it in, she can.
you don't worry. I'm sure they know what.
Yeah. However, it's comfortable. Okay.
So,
To be
yeah.
fair, it goes from down, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, let's do it this way.
So this is what it looks like. And one way of folding it is this way. That's what you
Okay.
call the C fold.
Mhm.
Kind of like looks like a C.
See.
And you insert it. Well, usually
Yes,
it'll be
this-
more
Let me use my
lubricated
phone.
than this. So
Let me use my phone.
why you tight?
I mean, they say it's not easy to.
It's pretty. It's not like this. Please open.
Okay.
But yeah, it goes in there and it just
Ah,
opens
wow,
up,
snug
and then
fit.
starts to collect it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
So
You
when you're
don't
ready,
feel anything at all.
so show us how to
So
move
this
it.
part, this tiny,
Hey, shaking, no, shaking, hey.
this tiny
It won't
step
shake
part
in there.
itself.
Mhm.
So it used to guide you and just pinch this part a bit and slowly.
Hey.
It's usually not this tight, please.
It depends on who it is.
Oh no, even if you're a teenager, it's very lubricated at that time for
Some
the man.
people-
So it's not
Yeah,
like
because
some
there's already
rigid
a flow coming out.
Yeah, it's
Right,
a flu
right,
coming, so
right,
it's
right,
very
right.
and
It's
I
true.
mean
That makes
the
sense.
vaginal walls are not just
Yeah, it's true.
So,
Yeah, that's a
excuse
good
me for
point.
not bringing a dummy, but that's pretty much what I'm
Alright.
saying.
Yeah.
Collect it after some hours, take it out and pour it.
Yeah.
And then you wash it.
WC, flush it, wash and put it back.
Yes.
Yeah, so how long can, if I buy one of these for my flow, how long can I use it for?
Like in a day.
No, like
Lifetime,
Till
10
till
years.
I throw it away. 10 years.
10 years.
Right. So if I use it after 10 years, what happens?
It's advisable to change after 10
Right,
years.
right, okay.
Yeah. That's
It's-
wild.
Yeah.
So if I was gonna purchase
It's
one,
not like breast implants. It's the same material, right? No, similar material. They use.
blessing from, do you change
It's
it after
silicone.
10 years?
Some people would advise you to change it
Wow.
after
Yeah,
some
I know
years.
that
It's
they
not
change
like
it.
when you put it there
For
for
life.
60.
I thought it
No,
was
you
for
have to
life.
change it.
But that makes
Change
sense.
it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, how much are these?
So these are, well, it depends. In every brand is different. So it ranges from about $40 to $60.
What?
From the ones I've seen.
Yeah.
So $40 is
But,
about,
yeah.
let's say, the way the CD is doing,
like
let's say
450 CDs.
let's say 450
Yeah.
Or let's even say 500.
Yeah.
But like what she's saying, like this is 10 years
10 years
as compared to spending 50 CDs a month,
a month.
which you run through that 40 CDs before half of the year.
That's
400
true.
CDs for half of the year.
So ladies, this is cheaper. It's
In the long run,
in the long run, it's much cheaper,
I've been bought parts.
more
for years
comfortable.
now.
Yeah.
more comfortable, right?
Yeah. Way
So
more
you can be doing like,
I wear white on my. Like I feel it's just relieving not to have that.
I was
heat.
about to ask
Yeah,
you.
so I even want to
So
go back on that because like I'm still on the is this
I'm not
something I should
sure.
use? Like I don't like pads as well. I have the same experience with
Yeah.
especially with the ones that are not cotton. I would get like a crazy rash all over. So I started to lean towards tampons, and that has worked for me. But sometimes you do feel uncomfortable, and if you think about it, the difference between the cup and then the tampon is that the tampon is like you've basically plugged your vagina
and you
with
can
something.
feel it.
Yeah, so if it gets full, it's like there'll be pressure. It's like the blood wants to flow, but because the tampon is full, it's not allowing the blood to flow and to start to like eventually leak out. So that also can be like healthy. I realized that, but trying the cup, I was having like the leakage and I wasn't really
People,
sure,
you know,
what was going on.
say
with
that a lot because sometimes when they fold it in, it hasn't opened, so it's like this inside the vagina. So it's just pouring out.
So how do you open it? How do you open it?
Yes.
How do you open it? You have to open your leg out.
You have to open your legs. You have to squat. So if you are, usually I would wear it if I'm taking a shower or if you're on the toilet or something, but not, you can't really just stand. I mean, you can, but to get the right angle.
But I guess it just
Because
takes
typically you'd be sitting on the
the toilet.
toilet before you take it out. So you're not like walking around.
Yeah.
If you're changing your pad, you're not going to change your pad
Whilst
on
walking.
the street. Yeah, you go and sit on the toilet seat or something.
Yeah. It's true.
So that gives you the sitting position. Kind of squat. It opens it up.
Yeah.
Opens you up a bit more to
Makes
pull it
sense.
out, put it back in.
So you see how with the pad adverts, they often do this like, it's as if usually how the adverts go is like, see the girl is sitting in class and she has cramps, she has stress, then somebody will give her
The pad.
the pad from certain, there's a particular brand that likes that
You know,
one.
pad.
You know that.
When you even said the thing, I knew that. Hey, this boy has watched that.
Yeah, so you give them the pad, then you go and wear now they do acrobatics, like it's changed their life.
Yeah.
But I know that pads can still leak.
Yeah.
So like, and I know when girls are wearing pads, obviously you don't want to be doing too much because a
If
little
it shifts right now,
Yeah.
most likely for
some yawa go fit happen. But in the adverts, they portray it as if it's like, oh my god, it's taking away my crown safe. With the menstrual cup, are you able to do like
acrobatics.
raise your leg like
Yeah.
this and
So first of all, I've never sold myself using this.
Wow.
With a pad, if I wasn't strategic, maybe I work for two, I was sitting somewhere on a
Yeah.
long journey or something. I'll have to be checking all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I've never bothered to check if I've sold myself, nothing like that.
Yeah.
Never happens. It's never happened.
Yeah.
So, and I play a lot of sports. I go to the gym. I play tennis.
It's
golf,
true. She's very fit.
all of it.
Yeah.
Oh, say the other sports. Hey, don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
Say the last one.
Oh my god.
It's okay.
All
if
those
you say it,
sports. All those sports. But I do not feel uncomfortable in any way.
Yeah.
I actually forget it's there.
Yeah.
Sometimes I actually forget it's there. Like
How many
I
hours?
Forget it's there. Like I'll take a shower and instead of taking it out before shower, I'll go to the shower everything because I don't see any flow. So my mind is like there's nothing.
happening.
Just go and shower. Then after shower, I'm like, oh wait, I didn't. I
Yeah, you
forgot
have
to
to
take
go
it.
back.
So that's you
Wow.
usually forget it's there.
Mm.
So that's really cool. In the beginning, I mean, I still had extra pads lying there, so I'll add the pad like I wear and then also wear the pad
so that if there's
just
a
in
leak.
case.
Yeah.
'Cause it takes some getting used to. It looks intimidating
Yeah.
to some people.
Yeah.
It has been intimidating me.
And it is very, very harmless. It's so
Yeah.
cute.
Aw.
But yeah.
So when you compare your sorry to cut you, when you compare your changing cycle when you were wearing pads or tampons to this, how often do you see yourself like having to go to the washroom and like empty this out compared to since everybody's flow is different?
Yeah, everybody's. I've never really been a very heavy flow. I just moderate flow. I'll
Yeah.
usually have a heavy flow maybe the second day,
Yeah, same.
that time, but not throughout.
Yeah.
So if the flow is very heavy, I'll change once while I'm at work.
That's for the cup.
I don't have to, but
just for
I just
safety.
do it.
That's for the
just-
cup.
Yeah, that's for the cup.
Okay.
Usually with the pads, maybe twice.
Yeah.
'Cause I always didn't want to sell myself if I was at work or school, lecture hall or something, you know.
Yeah.
But with this, I can, if I'm traveling throughout the flight, 12-hour flight, whatever it is, I'm pretty
Okay.
relaxed. If I wake up in the middle of the flight, I'll go and change. But I don't have issues of like soiling myself or anything like that. And the same, I'll usually tell people the same way you monitor your pads. If maybe you change your pads every, say, 6 hours, use that same mentality in a way just to check. Even if you don't go and change it after 6 hours, go and check. And you realize that the blood we actually discharge every month is not as much as we think.
I always feel like
it always feels like it's so much, but it's
Yeah.
actually not as much as even the heavy flow and all of that. They would ask when we go on the donation drives, like, oh, maybe if I'm a heavy flow, do I have to change every 2 hours? No, because the cap will actually measure how much comes out, and you realize it's
not that serious.
it's not that serious at all. I was reading on it, and in general, I think I can't remember the number of tablespoons that you discharge every month, but it's not. It wasn't
Not that
any
much. I think it's like
significant.
12 or 15.
Yeah, it wasn't any huge number. Like you feel like back then, I used to feel like maybe it's a whole bottle or something.
Yeah.
But it's not that much. So
Yeah.
That's interesting.
also
Yeah.
no smell.
Yeah.
So people have the idea or the
How did I do that?
misconception the misconception that periods smell,
Yeah.
which could be true in a way,
Yeah.
but that's only because it's getting into contact with the air.
Yes.
Once it drops, it has the smell.
Yeah.
But with this one, because it doesn't technically drop outside
It's
of it, it's
being
not getting into
collected.
contact with the
Yeah.
air. So it's
Right.
a very clean smell.
Yeah.
Period blood doesn't actually smell.
Yeah.
The actual, it doesn't smell.
Yeah.
Because I've smelled that smell you're talking about before.
It's, yeah.
Hey, how did you smell it too?
Let me tell you a story.
Hey.
How do you get there?
It was not even a crazy story. So when I was in Pence,
Into your pants?
that place too, that nothing works. So like our washroom, the lights wasn't working. And some girl came and to visit my roommates. And she
They
wanted
talk,
to.
oh. If you continue.
Oh, but you didn't. Oh, don't worry. Somebody will talk. And so some girl came to visit him, and then I guess she wanted to check or change her pad or something. But the light doesn't work. It was in the night. Or was the light off or something safe? So she went in there and she couldn't see anything. So she did it in the dark, I guess. I don't know why she didn't have a phone light. Basically, she did it in the dark. Me, I didn't know that's what was going on inside. So later on, like 2 hours later, I said, let me go to the washroom. And now the light has come. Open the door.
Oh, no.
Bro, it was like on the, Charlie,
You saw the
On the
blood
seat
everywhere.
on the seat and
Oh,
things.
she didn't
Yeah.
flash it.
But she spilled basically.
She spilled basically, yeah.
Ooh.
So I was like, oh my God. And like, it had the smell and everything. So I was like, that was the first time I came to like real contact with the thing. So, it was just like, I wasn't like disgusted, but like, I was shocked because I did not expect to see that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
For someone who doesn't mention, you probably thought.
Yeah, I was like,
someone
what's going on?
Yeah.
Hey, what happened? And then so spokesman said, oh yeah, someone came in there. I said, okay, we put 2 and 2 together in meetings and we just cleaned it up and we went about our day.
Yeah.
Ooh, did you run into her again?
No, not
Do
me.
you still talk to her? Or you
I don't know her.
Okay, you don't know her. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I know who she is, but like I don't know her personally. So
Right.
It
yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
No.
So can we talk about some of the myths and misconceptions? Because, for example, how should someone who is like a virgin be pushing things up? Exactly.
Is it going to break my virginity? No, it doesn't. It doesn't break your virginity. It doesn't get there. It doesn't even hit the hymen. Nothing like that.
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Like,
People
this is
feel
just like
oh, this will break it. It's
2
not this that will break your
inches or
virginity.
something.
It's not this one.
I've never even thought about it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very, and it does not. Another misconception is that it can get stuck inside.
Yeah.
There's no space for it to get stuck inside.
Yeah.
It just sits
Right there.
right there. Because for it to get inside, it needs more
Mm.
penetration. And this can't. It doesn't have the height or the
With
width or
To go that high.
go that. So it pretty much.
so
sits.
it can't
Just like you should,
it can't go in.
Yeah, so we'll put like a picture
yeah,
in there.
yeah. So you
comment.
see in the picture, you see the, should I say, the limit, and there's no room for it to travel far into your womb or anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you have any idea of do you have any other options for people who are not ready to use the cup? Are there other
Oh yeah. So I actually do not use the cup alone. I use it with period panties.
Okay.
Usually on my last couple of days, just laziness, and also to try the products before giving it to people.
Yeah.
I use. Let me take that out real quick. This is what it looks like a regular, very very regular panty with the cotton.
I've heard the name, but I've never seen one before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pad
So
dead.
it has like
Yes. Yeah. Like that. Like a pad.
Oh wow!
And
I
it's
have one
throughout
of these.
the-
But I didn't know it was a period panty.
So what do you think? What do you think?
I don't know. It was a very thick panty, so it's just been there. I was like, "What is this panty?"
for protection
Oh,
of us.
I was like, "Why is this panty so
So
thick?"
thank you.
Okay,
There are thicker ones than this. Like you have the same, maxi or
Right,
overnight.
right.
but can it
heavy
leak
flow,
if you overdo it?
With
Will it
this
leak out at the
one,
back?
personally, I haven't used it just alone because I'm a cup person, like through and through. And on maybe my first day or so, or for the people I donate to, since they are not so comfortable with this, I'll say, okay, on your first day, use this and maybe wear the pants just to be
Sure
sure,
that it will
because you
not-
also can't really push this too much, like shove it down people's to like use only this
Yeah.
when they're transitioning from a pad.
Yeah.
So I give the cap, that's the constant, and then I either give the period panties or a reusable pad until they get used to the cap and they realize, okay, I don't need this backup, anymore. Yeah.
Interesting.
Because to your point, if you don't insert it well, maybe you are leaking and all of that.
I have a question about this.
Yeah.
Can you take out the lining and like replace it, like the inside,
you have to wash
No,
it, dry
yeah,
it
you
first.
wash it
so
and
it
you
doesn't
dry it.
absorb?
It would absorb the blood.
As when you wash it,
It
comes
absorbs
out.
So
it.
when you wash it, it will be a whole pad of blood. In
Yeah.
there.
It looks
Right,
very
right,
bloody
right,
when you
right.
wash it.
Yeah.
Very. That's also why I don't.
Yeah.
The cup is like just take it out, empty, wash
Yeah.
and move on. But this you would need to wash.
Yeah.
With a lot of, because it would soak it, like it
Yeah.
soaks it a whole lot.
I feel like it would
And
make
then-
sense if you could just
But then that
Open
becomes
it,
like
take it
a
out.
bottle.
yeah.
But that just
So
brings
that's
it
pretty
back to-
much the reusable part.
I guess so. Yeah, that makes sense.
That one
Like
looks
she has all the ammo, challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I need my girls to be, so this is what
Strapped.
strapped. So this is what the
Reusable pad looks
Why
like.
is it so
like-
pretty?
I know.
Okay. So with this one, you can use it and then you wash, dry it.
Use a wash, dry.
And then how many years can you use?
So with
this
the underwear and the reusable part, I'd say about 2 to 3 years.
one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ladies, are you listening and watching?
Okay.
So always give them a cup. That's the main item. They will add, either a pad
Also,
or
so when you go
to
to when Khadijas Foundation
yeah.
goes to schools,
Mm-hmm.
basically you give them
Yeah, we give them this bag.
this bag,
It's like a care package.
Right.
Yeah,
and it has a menstrual cup.
the menstrual cup.
The period
menstrual cup
panties.
is kept in this pouch.
Okay.
That's where you keep it when you wash it, dry, and after your cycle is done, you keep it here. This is your sterilizing cup. It's basically for you to wash it. You
Right.
put your very hot water inside, leave it for about 5-7 minutes. Just you can shake. You don't need to shake it, but you know,
just make sure it's well.
clean it, pour it out, and then that's it. But you don't store it in the sterilizing cup.
Mm.
You want air to.
So you leave it out to dry. So you can maybe lay this on a table and then put
Yeah.
it on it, let it dry properly, and then seal it.
Then seal it when it's until your next cycle.
So
And
these-
before your cycle too, you have to sterilize it. You know, put in the hot
Yeah.
water. So the sterilizing is before
and after.
and after, but not that anytime you take it out, you have to boil it. No.
Oh, right. Okay.
It's like every cycle.
Yeah.
Every
Every cycle.
You sterilize before and after every cycle.
Yeah.
And then these are also the period panties and the reusable
Mhm.
pad.
Yeah.
Are also in the care package. Is there anything
So they
else?
get either this or this.
Oh, right,
But
okay,
the cap
okay.
is constant.
Okay.
Yeah. This is just support. You know,
Yeah.
As you're transitioning from a pad, we feel like we should add
Yeah.
something familiar.
Is there anything else in the care package, or that's it?
No, that's it. Those are the main items.
So now my next question:
Yeah.
how do you afford all this?
Yeah.
I know you
You hold wow.
you know that
You hold wow.
But-
What's up?
Not at
I don't know.
Not at all.
I just want to know: are you paying for this out of pocket, or do you have funding?
So initially, yes.
Hmm.
To
Aw,
begin, I had
that's
to
so
pay
sweet.
out of pocket. I was really bleeding.
Yeah.
No pun.
I didn't want to be the one who said it.
But yeah, my pocket.
That's the beginning of the episode. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
And these cups, because they are not very, they don't sell them here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't go into the shop and buy a bunch of them to give to people. And how I started was pretty much, okay, I've tried it. I
I
think
love
it
it.
works. Let me convince my friends, to try it.
Yeah.
And maybe, I think 2 or 3 out of maybe 5 or 6 of them
Would want to
tried
try.
it like immediately, and they liked it. The rest took like a year for me to convince them, if not more than a year. Like, just try,
Like, yeah.
when you're relaxed one day, you're not going out on a Saturday or Sunday, just
Just
try
try.
and see. And then they also caught. I mean, some of them are still like,
Yeah.
this looks scary.
Yeah.
Mm.
Most of them caught on. So that's when the idea came. Oh, maybe I should. Oh, and then that same year I was giving to my friends to try. Someone asked me to buy pad for them. And I went to the store. The last time I bought pad was 5 CDs. So
Yeah.
I thought, oh, if anything, 7 CDs, 8 CDs or
Yeah.
something. It was just like maybe 2021, no, 2022, the
Yeah.
following year, yeah. And when I get there, the lady is like, Pacha, okay, 18 CDs.
Yeah.
And I
So
was like,
what?
in a year.
Yeah.
He has
Crazy.
gone from 5 to like 18. I was
Yeah.
like, there's no way. So I thought it was just her shop because it was a pharmacy.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, maybe, these people are trying to be.
Yeah. Bad and bougie.
I went to the
Nkwanje.
container,
Yeah.
same brand, and it was the same price. How? How can that be? That's a huge jump. And in
It's
Ghana,
crazy.
when something jumps like within that shop period, that's not going to be the last price. Like the following year, it's going to increase, and it just sounded way too ridiculous. Because even as someone who works and earns money, like, do I want to be spending 50 plus CDs
A
on
month,
pads
yeah.
every month? Like, it's annoying for me.
Something
to buy.
that should be free.
Something
Yeah,
that should be-
yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, that's where the whole idea came up. I was like, okay, once in a while, maybe let me buy some and give to just random people.
Yeah.
But then speaking to my friends, like, you can't really give a cup to just someone on the street. They wouldn't really know.
What's
Yeah.
going on?
You have to educate them and stuff like that. So, okay, I'll just set the foundation like properly. Go and register, which was stressful as hell.
Charlie.
Go and register. You have to
Yeah.
register as a business first, then register as an NGO, then register in your district. Long
Yeah.
process, but yeah, I went through all the work, and yeah, began last year. I think I was registered in March or so. I started distributing them in May, so I had to, buy the first, I think, 100 or so myself.
Mm.
Then went to solicit for funds from family and friends here. So my first batch was about 500 pieces, all the way from Vietnam.
Yeah.
Serious.
So it's over here.
Yeah.
You won't get it. And
Yeah,
even if you
something.
get it here, the price will be
Way
higher.
more. Yeah.
So when I approached them, because it was in bulk, it was a much lower price than that. got to here, added the parts, went for my first. I didn't even know where to go to or where to start. Like, how do you even find people to?
Yeah.
It seemed easy in my head, but when it came to the actual, I'm like, okay, I've posted on social media that I have the foundation now, but like right now, how am I going to get to the people to say, oh, I have this product I want to give to your students or community? It's not limited to schools. Any woman, any girl.
Yeah.
So an old classmate reached out on Instagram, said she was involved in an organization that trains women to, like vocational skills in the central region. So if I'm open to traveling there, I was like, oh, why not? Took my products, communicated with the people. It was in a very, very remote place. Like the car couldn't even pass there. We had to stop the car and then walk at some point. But when we got there were about 25 or 30 ladies, and I was so nervous. I was like, oh my god. Like, how do I even speak to?
Like,
How-
So yeah, I get it. And it's in fancy. They don't speak English, so
Okay.
it's like,
How
how
do
do I
you talk about the guy in
even?
fancy?
Yeah, so you go to my video, you see the first video is I didn't even know like what's the word.
Yeah.
I'll be saying like asieho and things like that.
Wait, how old were the ladies?
They were about 25 plus.
Oh, okay. So like women.
Yeah, women.
Okay.
But at least at the end of the day, they understood.
Oh yeah. There was fortunately there was another lady who had worked with communities like that
So she helped.
for women's product, but hers was more of sexual health.
Yeah.
IUDs and stuff. So she volunteered at the last minute to come
Help
with
you.
me
Mm.
just to try and explain. She left me there. She was like, no, you have to explain yourself and stuff, but if you need help, I'll pitch in. So she
Yeah.
came in like questions and answers, just helping with the language and so on. I was so nervous, my God.
Yeah.
But it was very, and in the end, you could tell that at least if one person tries it,
Then the job
I'm
is done.
happy.
You've done
The
something,
job is
yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Because it's not something I expect like the whole crowd to try immediately. People
Yeah.
will look
Right.
at it and be like, this thing, I'm not sure. Especially because you also add like a pad, a reusable pad, and the underwear. It's like, okay, let me just.
Use the other
Do
one and
that
forget
one.
that one. Yeah.
But it's a slow burner. But one person tries it and they're like, okay, not bad. And then they become your ambassadors in a way.
Yeah.
They'll tell their sisters or friends that I tried it. Have you tried yours? Like it's
Yeah.
really good. And then it goes on and on. And we try and get feedback. M&E. It's very important.
Yeah.
Go and evaluate.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been pretty cool ever since. We've been to Central Region twice, 2 communities. Then we've been to Eastern Region in Sawan prisons. Upper West, we went to about 3 schools. We went to Ashanti region, and then Greater Accra, of course. Yeah, and I just came from Ankesim last week. Met some very lovely ladies. There was a girl called Beyonce.
Oh, wow.
That was her real name.
Serious.
So, business. Yeah, but you get to meet so many people. I really like going outside Accra, especially. Like you get to meet so many different personalities, the communities. It's really a nice feeling just going up and down. It can be stressful, but
So for people like us who are new advocates
yeah.
of, specifically the menstrual cup, but just generally old advocates of healthy menstruation and
Sustainable.
Yeah.
sustainable
Yeah.
practices and all those things. If let's say we want to join you on a trip or we want to support you, or if someone is listening and they're like, oh, I love this so much, I want to give her all the money in the world. How do they do that?
So all the information is on our website, www.khadijacares.org. There's the donate button. Please
Please
feel
tap
free
it.
to tap and donate. And there's also a volunteer contact form. So when you sign up, we usually give you the dates planned for the next about 3 months. We are going to Upper East. We are going to, I think, Volta and
Yes, we would step there.
Let's go.
Volta and I think Obuasi. I have to check the calendar, but we just put the communication out there. It's usually during the week. That's the challenge. If they are in school,
Yeah.
it's better to get them together during the week.
How often do you go?
I usually target once a month.
Okay.
Yeah, so far. That's, I'd say on an average. Some months it can be twice a month, then the next month I wouldn't, go.
So what's the future looking like for your organization? Are you going to limit it to just period or menstrual health, or you have like a bigger picture for other things, or for now you just want to focus on?
For now, I want to focus on these products, the reusable products, advocating for them, donating them to everyone who needs them. I mean, there are so many people in need that I can't afford to give to. Sometimes when I reach out, or when people reach out to me, they're like, "Oh, we have 1,000 people." I'm like, "Oh, I have only maybe 200 to give."
Yeah.
So I feel there's so much to cover. So my focus right now is just making sure that it's, we are able to distribute as many as possible. There are other organizations I've seen, usually on Instagram, that do pretty much the same thing. I think I saw the Khadijas Foundation, something like that. Yeah. So please support these organizations. Period poverty is very real. It's a huge problem.
In line with that, what do you have to say? Because I understand, I may be wrong, but I understand that period products are still taxed.
Yeah.
They're still taxed, even though I think they took the luxury tax or so somewhere last year. They announced that they were taking the tax off if they are producing in Ghana. I can't remember the exact details.
Are you sure people have taken it off?
But if they are manufacturing it in Ghana, the tax is taken off.
They are still bleeding.
But it's still expensive.
Yeah.
I don't think, Ghana already, even if the dollar is 1 cedi today, they are not going to reduce prices.
That's the price.
If anything, the price will be stable, but they're not going to reduce the price. And
that's exactly what's happening with the pads.
Yeah. Most people out there rather choose food than pads.
Yeah.
They need to eat, they need to survive. And in some communities, some of the kids look so malnourished.
Yeah.
Because you have to, there are trade-offs they have to make. People are trading sex for period products, they are trading so many, so it's a huge problem out there. So for now, this is what I want to focus on. In the beginning, it was to divert a bit. In the beginning, some people I would speak to, like, "Oh, but poor people, this thing, they can't use it because you need to wash it. They don't have clean water, because you need clean water
to that's true.
Use these." There's no doubt about it. So I was very skeptical, like, if I give it to people that are needy, am I going to cause problems instead of solving the problem? Yeah. But one thing I've realized is that we tend to generalize. The general thing was, if you are poor, you don't have clean water. That's basically what the message was, that poor people don't have clean water. And I'm glad I didn't listen to that, misconception or idea, whatever it is, because going out there, not every poor person uses dirty water.
Yeah, they have boreholes.
They have boreholes. They borrow their water and all of that. Yeah. But it was a huge debate in my mind. Like, am I going to cause a problem by giving them these products? I almost, I was like, maybe let me stick to universities, where at least I'm sure But I'm glad I didn't stick to that, and I'm glad I went to these areas. Because when you do your research, yes, there are poor people that do not have clean water, but there are also poor people that have clean water that can have these products.
Yeah.
Let's not generalize.
Yes,
I've seen people collecting, doing period drives, and they'll say no menstrual cups or pads and reusable stuff allowed. I just want pads. But if you think about it, if you donate pads in December, let's say for Christmas, they'll use it in.
It's done. Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah.
So you have to, put in the work to give them the reusable stuff. Do research on
this definitely makes a lot more sense. Yeah.
Just as long as you're educating them on how to clean it and sanitize it.
Exactly.
Are there also problems with how people dispose of pads? Because when I think of a pad, I don't think it's necessarily like a biodegradable. Maybe some parts are not,
So pads will take about 500 to 800 years to completely decompose.
Mad.
That's how long it takes. Yeah. In our lifetime, imagine the number of pads and tampons you have to. It's like, it's a lot.
That's crazy.
I don't know the exact estimate, but it's a whole lot.
Yeah, and then some people also like to flush their
Yeah.
tampons down the toilet, which is
That's so
wrong.
bad.
Hey man, stop that.
Yeah, and
That's
that
so
would clog the
bad.
That's not
toilet.
cool,
and,
man.
Some people even are so wild they'll flush their pads down. Hey, you people. And then the disposal, and then people also don't know how to dispose off of them properly.
Yeah.
So like with people who feel like
Bend
okay,
them
a
or-
menstrual cup is going to cause like such a health hazard. There are some people who don't like you like the experience you had in pens. I mean, it was light off and everything. Like, there
Yeah.
are some people who would also not dispose of their pads properly,
Mhm.
and it can also pose like a health risk. Because if it's there for a long time, that's basically blood decaying somewhere.
Exactly.
That can also cause
Yeah.
like a health problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess it all really just comes down to educating people
Mm-hmm.
and ensuring that you are, as Khadija is saying, you're giving them something that would serve them for life, as
Yeah,
against
more
just
sustainable.
one monthly cycle.
I mean, in your lifetime, you probably be on your period for. I mean, you get your period for maybe 40
40 to 30 years.
years. Yeah. So in your lifetime, you're going to use maybe 4 of these,
Yeah,
as compared to
500
so many
million billion.
pads.
yeah.
And when you calculate, I mean, the cost too.
Yeah. This is definitely
It makes a difference.
more sustainable
It
on the
makes a
financial side and on the environmental
Comfort
side.
everything. It looks intimidating, but it's actually not.
Mm.
Most of the educated people I speak to, they're like, I don't want something inside me.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
So
If I do not feel anything, I go to the gym, I feel free with it, swim, everything.
So
Sleep.
before we wrap up, like the conversation now, we realize okay, you are doing all of this for like a lot of people who cannot afford it.
Yeah.
So how about people who are just listening to the podcast, who are chilling in their houses, they have the money, they want to buy these cups.
yeah,
How
do you
can
sell
they
them?
Get, she doesn't sell it. So what do we do?
I don't sell them. I do not currently know of shops that sell them, unfortunately. With the pads, yes.
Mhm.
The pads and the underwear, yes. But the cups, I really haven't seen them being
Yeah.
sold,
So anybody who's
Yeah.
watching who knows,
Yeah.
someone or somewhere where people can purchase menstrual cups,
Exactly.
please get in touch with us and we'll share it with our audience.
Yeah.
So yeah, or comment it on the YouTube video, Instagram,
Yeah.
wherever it is,
Yep.
and
And
we'll
I
share
bet-
it.
And I'm sure because like you are doing it from like an NGO perspective, it can become dicey or something. But maybe
I've not really. I mean, people ask a lot, like, why don't you just sell? And that's a
maybe you
whole
can
other
do
business.
the whole you can do the whole like
Maybe one day.
maybe you can do the
Your
whole like if I
factory.
buy one, it gets like one for free for someone
Yeah.
else who cannot afford
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So I know that maybe it's 500 CDs. I know that when I pay that 500 CDs,
Mhm.
another girl somewhere is getting
Somewhere is
it,
getting,
kind
yeah.
of so it's something to think
We'll
about.
consider it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can do it and then
Stay by
We'll
plan,
be
menstrual
partners.
cups. Yeah.
you produce.
Yes.
Zoo, baby.
Yo, that's
Kazoos.
crazy.
Or end period poverty.
Yeah, I mean, we'll play our parts.
Yeah.
I think we are playing our parts by
Oh yeah.
Having this
100%.
having this
Conversation.
conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully in the next few years and decades, we'll see some changes. Hopefully, this is one that I'm not too sure about, but hopefully the authorities will understand.
Yeah. Because these
And-
things should be subsidized.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. And just made available, produced locally, all those things. But we have
Some people have actually stopped me from. And they're like, please, this is not part of our syllabus.
It's not part of our syllabus.
It's great.
I don't even
I've
know. I
heard
don't even
and
know what to
seen many
say.
interesting things out there, but I mean,
I don't
people
even
are
know
also
what to say.
trying. I've
Yeah.
also been to communities where I didn't
Yeah.
think they even knew of it, but their teachers have been teaching them
Yeah.
about it. They just they've not seen it before, but
Yeah.
they'll show them.
I have another question on that. So let's see, when you go to the rural areas, what do you think is in your experience, what's the level of education when it comes to
Like
menstrual
health in
cycles,
general.
menstrual health, from the girls who experience it themselves?
Usually, I mean, they are pretty well informed. They know of the products. So I thought, they wouldn't have seen these things or heard of them before, but I've been surprised, positively surprised. They know of the products. They have, the teachers are
Doing their
the
best.
Gen Z or millennials, but yeah, they've been doing their parts. They'll draw it on the board. Those who can show them on their phones will show them. So they are actually pretty educated. They've heard of it. They've just not seen it before. Some of them have these like girls clubs where other organizations, other NGOs will speak to them about it. but they don't maybe have the funds to give them the actual items, but just educating them. So they're actually well informed.
Yeah. But how about on their own personal, like menstrual, like cycles and health, and is the education? Do you think the education is there, or there's still like much more?
I mean,
to
there's
do?
more to do. There's definitely more to do, especially how to. I mean, yes, you have your pad or your. Some of them wear rugs, but then because even if they have a pad, right, they are trying to keep it. They're trying to manage
the
it.
pad, so they'll be
So they are,
slanting their body and
wearing it for a
it. Oh,
longer
God.
time than they should.
That's sad.
Because if you have a pack of, I don't know, usually it's like 10 or
12
in
inside
the
for
pack.
50 CDs. You're trying
But that's what you have for maybe 3 months.
Yeah.
So you're really trying to manage it. So you end up wearing the pad maybe the whole day.
That can't be
No
healthy.
changing, so it's not, they know what to do, but it's also not their fault.
Yeah.
Because they simply cannot afford to change their pad like 3-4
Lack
times a
of
day.
social amenities.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, if you have to choose between pad and food, come on.
Charlie, you have to.
You're choosing
You're
choosing food.
There's rice at home.
Yeah, there's rice at home.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I give them the product, I'm even scared that when they go, maybe their parents may take it or their sisters, because it's survival of the fittest in some areas.
Yeah.
Right.
So-
Okay.
You're still doing amazing, and we appreciate what you're doing.
Yeah, we're so proud of you. You know.
And as tomorrow is International Women's Day, I'm just hoping that like people will listen to this, they'll get the conversation started, and like more people would know that like women we go through like different struggles, like without any fault of ours, and it's just comforting to know that people like you exist and are trying to make a change. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Oh man, this was very informative and fun.
I even feel like we just like.
So will you use
touched on
the
it.
cup now?
Oh yeah. If you give me one, maybe they're going.
I brought one for you. Please. I'll ask for your feedback.
Yes.
A month from today.
You have to share your feedback
Yes.
with the viewers and listeners. Yeah. So thank you for joining us. Is there anybody you would like to hear and see on Stay by Plan?
Question. Let me think.
Think hard.
Anybody or anybody accessible.
No, both.
A bit of both, yeah.
Well,
You can say two. You can say more than one name.
Ashake.
Okay.
That's my.
I'll send him a text after recording. I'll send him a text. And we'll make it happen. Yeah.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
The other one the other person I actually want to see you've done already.
Who?
Nama.
Okay.
I don't know. I like her.
Yeah, she's
her
so
vibe.
cool. It was very fun. It was
Yeah.
very fun speaking to her.
She's really fun.
And then, what song have you been listening to that has been like vibing you?
Song. I listen to new music every day.
Oh yeah, just like me.
I just like what's available. I can't pinpoint one. Freestyling.
I'll say one.
Yeah, babe, it's not your this thing.
No, but we have to say one. Somebody has to hear a new song.
But wait, has someone interviewed you guys before?
No.
Not
Do you want to do
really.
it? We can do another episode where you interview
That
us.
should be. Yeah, I'd like to see that. I'll ask some questions.
I'm afraid.
What are you afraid of?
Interview the interviewer.
We've interviewed each other, Mom.
Yeah, but we haven't had another person do the two of us.
Yeah.
Like, don't people ask you like how did the two of you meet and even start?
Oh yeah, we get that all the
Yeah,
time.
they don't really ask us on podcasts or anything like
Oh,
that,
yes,
but
like
in person,
in
yeah.
person. Right.
Yeah. So anyway, listen to Drown by Justin Timberlake. I
Oh.
really like that song. Yeah.
Justin Timberlake.
He's coming back with a new album soon.
You see?
I want to take my package and show everybody.
Isn't it the same
Oh,
as
yeah.
this?
Well, there's a sample.
Why can't I touch this?
So this one is actually going to be used.
So you sterilize? They taught you how to sterilize.
Hey, please don't use Dettol to wash it.
Yeah,
By
don't
the
use
way,
Dettol.
clean
The
it.
silicone.
You don't use Dettol
Okay,
or
don't do those
some
things.
heavy soap. If you use soap, very mild. Just
Yeah.
clean water. Yeah,
Say the
probably
things
two.
you have been moving.
Oh, sorry guys. Okay, so
Two-
these are 2 period pads.
Yeah.
And then
No, underwear. That's the
underwear.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. And then the
Like sterilizing cup.
And what's inside your sterilizing cup?
There's nothing inside it. Okay.
Ah, yeah. It's new, so yeah.
My cup.
We're waiting to hear from you. in a month, unless you get pregnant or something. But if you don't get pregnant,
Bang bang.
you get your period. So
No, Afi says she doesn't do those things. So.
Exactly.
oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Please, my mother watches this podcast. Don't let her get confused.
No,
and worry
it's
for
fine.
nothing.
It's fine. Don't worry, mommy. She doesn't do anything.
Tell
And
mommy
then
you
the
said
last
hi.
one.
See, I'm spoiling you. I don't give people.
She's giving me
I'm
so
s-
much,
I'm spoiling
and I'm so
you.
excited. Thank you so
Aw.
much, and I will give you my honest feedback.
Yes, please do.
This
is
All
all
the
I'm
trying to
products,
try
like,
it
which
again.
which one do you prefer? Which one does it about?
But we also
Cup
want to
is
hear the
there.
feedback,
The cup is
like
there.
stay by plan.
Oh yeah, I'll give you
community.
guys a feedback,
Ah, okay.
of course. Shrifa,
Nice,
thank you
nice.
so much.
You're welcome.
So yes, Khadijas Foundation.
Yeah.
You can learn more from www.khadijacares.org. I remember the
Yep.
websites.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And yeah, please donate, please support, and let's work together to end period. Poverty.
And happy International Women's Day.
Yeah, to all the girl them.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.